Hi, this video is a speeded up version of how I make my pens. I collect the wood from either friends who have cut down a tree, or when I'm out I see some wood that has been harvested. I take the log home, proceed to cut it up, slice it into 3/4 by 3/4 square and approximately 1.5 to 2 inches long. And I'll let the video show you the rest of how I make the pens. Enjoy.
Okay, starting with the 3/4 by 3/4, I drill a pilot hole through the length of the wood, and I follow it up with a larger size drill to accommodate the metal tube that will glue in there in a moment. Using a 2-part epoxy glue, I squeeze a small amount out, then carefully mix the two products. I find this type of glue gives the best adhesion between the metal brass tube and of course the wood. So having put a small dab on there, turn it into the wood, then turn the wood around, put it in the other end, thus ensuring the glue is spread from one end to the other. On the left you see some done, and on the right you saw some weren't. Next step after the glue is set is to sand off either the metal tube that sticks out further than the wood, or bring the wood back to the edge of the metal tube. This of course is not in real time. Next step, putting 2 of the wood pieces onto a mandrel on the lathe, tightening it up, and then again, not in real time, we proceed to round off the wood. Once the wood is rounded, I can then start to shape the pen in the design or shape that I feel will be good for making it into a nice writing tool. Next, the pieces are sanded, starting with 120 grit, then 220, 400, finishing with a 600 grit paper. A dab of super glue is then put onto the wood to seal the grain and also to aid with the shine and the maintaining of the shine. A small amount of wax is put on each piece and then carefully buffed to bring about high luster on the wood. We are now ready for final assembly. The one lower section is held in a small vice grip, and the point is inserted with pressure fitting. Next, the mechanism is inserted, and again it is a pressure fit. The ink cartridge is installed, checked for length to make sure that the nib just protrudes equal amount on the bottom. The center ring is put on. The upper piece of the wood is fitted with a cap and a clip. which again, pressure fit, hammered into position, slid onto the lower section, and your finished writing instrument.
Well, that's the speeded up version of how I make my pens. Each one takes approximately an hour when you add in the time for collecting the wood, cutting the logs up into pieces to make the upper and lower parts of the pen, boxing it, labeling it, and as you probably know, each of my pens has its own individual story included, whether it be where the tree actually grew or historical value or whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy the rest of the show.